All right, here we go. It's late, 12:05 a.m. Thursday, September 4th. This is the first game of the NFL season. I'm going to do what I asked Tony to do a month ago, but it wasn't stalking a bitch that works at Hooters, so he couldn't be bothered. So I'm here by myself so I could actually get something done. I went ahead and did the work, and I'm about to give you all of the picks for week one of the NFL season. I have some locks. I have some things that I'm convinced are good, others that are dog shit, and some games to just do not put money on entirely. My suggestion is if you're involved with the betting app that you can bet a straight win loss, do that. The payouts are not as good, but my metrics were over 67% accurate last year. And if you're a straight win loss, that's profitable. Even with the point spread, you'll still be profitable, but not as much. So if you could bet straight win loss on DraftKings or Sportsbet, what the fuck ever, do that. Not going to get paid as much, but it's a much safer bet, especially with the short fire information I'm about to give you. So I'm about to give you week one picks. First and foremost, Thursday night, kicking off the NFL season, Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles given 6.5, take the Eagles. Friday, Chiefs Chargers, stay the fuck away from that game. You know what? Let me redo this. I'm going to give you my top 5 locks, and then I'll give you other games that I'm pretty sure of the. I shouldn't say sure. I'm sure of the victor. So I have 100% know for sure, and then just know for sure. So, restart. Cowboys and Eagles, take the Eagles. Steelers at Jets, taking the Steelers. Buccaneers at Falcons, you're taking the Falcons. Texans at Rams, take the Rams. Ravens at Bills, yes, you're taking the Ravens. Now, others that I'm sure about but are not locks. Dolphins at Colts. Honestly, the Dolphins are a better team, but I'm going to explain why about the Colts in a few minutes. Take the Colts. Panthers, Jaguars, you're taking the Jaguars. Cardinals at Saints, stay away from that game. It's too unpredictable. I ran into my metrics and both teams came out as boners. Stay away from that game. Giants at Redskins. Redskins giving 6.5. Heavy favorite Skins. They were definitely on fire last year. They had a couple miracle wins and they just look good all around. However, the Giants are going to be an animal this year. Take the Giants. They are stacked at QB. Russell Wilson's going to do what Russell Wilson does, which is be pretty unpredictable. He'll be good one week, trash the next. If he's trash the next, Jackson Dart's going to come in. Dart is second string. I don't know if I agree with, but then again, I'm not a fucking GM and I know nothing. But Dart's going to fuck up. He's going to do all right, but not enough for the Giants, who are a knee-jerk team, where something happens, they make changes immediately. Jameis Winston pulling that third-string spot. Don't sleep on Winston. Winston's going to have a stellar fucking year if he gets some snaps. My next one, Bengals at Browns. Bengals, heavy favorite, take the Browns. Raiders at Patriots, both teams are dog shit, take the Raiders. Niners at Seahawks. Niners given 2.5, take the Seahawks. Titans at Broncos, the heavy hitter, the heavy favorite of week one. Broncos giving 7.5 points to the Titans. ESPN ranked the Broncos as the best defense in the NFL. They're going to be good, but they're untested. Not going to be that good. Take the Titans. Lions, Packers, stay away from that game. And Vikings, Bears, stay away from that one. So my locks, Eagles, Steelers, Falcons, Rams, Ravens. Again, straight win-loss, but they're going to hit the spreads. The ones that I'm sure of but aren't locks, Colts, Jags, Giants, Browns, Raiders, Seahawks, Titans. Take those. Trust me, you're going to have a profitable weekend. Now, let's go on to fantasy picks, which Tony could not be fucking bothered to do. So I picked a bunch of players that they're going to go off. They're all going to go off. The first thing I'm going to mention, he's going to go off, but he's going to do what he did last year. He'll be special, but he won't be special for how he played in the past. He'll be on par with last year's numbers, but last year he won a fucking Super Bowl, so he's going to be spectacular. Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Now, I know all of you have already drafted. Again, this is supposed to be done a month ago. I'm basically just reaffirming your picks. If you have any of the players I picked, you're going to do phenomenal in fantasy this year. Jalen Hurts, I put him into my metrics. I run my own spreadsheets, run my own qualifiers. He didn't fit, but it hurts. He's one of the best in the NFL, and he's going to show the promise that he did last season. Now, some people I think might have been slept on. And again, I follow teams. I don't really follow players. So some of these I'm going to mispronounce. A chain, wide receiver, Dolphins, going to go off. Pollard, running back, Titans, going to go off. Lad McConkey, Chargers, going the fuck off. Williams, wide receiver, Detroit, going to go the fuck off. Tight end. In every other year, everybody was trying to get two players. Jason Kelce and George Kittle. Kittle is above average at best, and I'm talking every season. He gets a lot of notoriety and a lot of attention because of the promotions and the commercials he does. He has a personality, so he stands out. Truth is, Travis Kelce's better. So in previous years with fantasy, you would have never got Kelce. He would have went first. People are looking at him. His age is starting to show. But Travis Kelce is going to be better this year than he was last year. And I didn't take Kelce. Actually, he was still on the board. I went with Laporta. Laporta, tight end, Detroit. Detroit's been solid for the past few years. Laporta's going to do better than Kelce, but Kelce is going to go off this year better than he did last year. So if you have either of those, you're good. George Kittle, I went with Pickens, Dallas, wide receiver, is going to go off. Stephon Diggs. I know he's with the Patriots. Patriots have been dog shit. Diggs has been in the league long enough. He will be targeted the most. He will be targeted a lot, and his numbers are going to be spectacular this year. My super flex position, C.J. Stroud. The Texans get no love. They get no respect. They get no respect, let me tell you. They've been dog shit at best average since 2002, but Stroud is going off this year. As far as kickers go, nobody really stood out. Everyone's going to do about the same they did as last year. However, I took Loop. I think Loop is going to be top dog out of all the kickers that are out there. But again, running my metrics, none of them really stood out. Defenses. So let me go back to my spreadsheet here. ESPN ranked the Broncos as the best defense in the league for 25. They're wrong. They're dead wrong. The Broncos defense is going to be good, but not number one. Your best defense is going to be the Eagles. It's no comparison. I know people are sleeping on Eagles D. ESPN, I forget where they ranked the Eagles, but it was nowhere near as high as it should have been. Pittsburgh Steelers. ESPN ranked the 7th best. Nah, that they're wrong. Steelers are going to be the 2nd best D, and that's who I took, only because the Eagles were already picked before I picked my defense. Steelers are going to be your 2nd best. Rams, who got no love by ESPN, they're going to be your 3rd best defense in the league. So if you have the Eagles, Steelers, Rams, even the Broncos, you're sitting pretty. But I think the Steelers defense is gonna put up some big stops this year. On my bench, Sam Darnold. I know what you're thinking. Like, Darnold, are you fucking serious? New team, new city. Darnold's going off. I'm not going to tell you my next player till I tell you a few more. Blue. Running back, Dallas, Blue is going to go the fuck off. Blue is going to tear it up this year. He's going to have a career year. Tight ends, again, everyone wants Kelce and Kittle. Kincaid, don't sleep on Kincaid. Buffalo is always good. Josh Allen is always good. This year, I think Kincaid's going to be targeted more, especially with Diggs out of Buffalo. Kincaid is going to be targeted more than he ever has. He's going to put up huge numbers for you. Keep Kincaid on the field. Now, these next 2 picks. My own mother, who knows football front and back, laughed at me because this team has been trash, and a few players they have are considered trash. Hear me out. Downs, wide receiver, Indy. Indy's going to be fucking terrible this year. Everyone's saying they're not shit. They're going to do brutal. They're garbage. Downs is going to put up record numbers. Downs is going to fucking murder it this year. But you got a good wide receiver. You need a good QB. And Matt, question here. Didn't they just trade for Daniel Jones? Yes, the fuck they did. Laugh all you want. Jones was dog shit on the Giants. Barkley put up record numbers because Jones and the Giants were that bad. But neither of those guys had a team around them. Daniel Jones is going to go off this year. He is going to fit in that Indy system perfectly. Daniel Jones, throwing it downs, they are going to put up big numbers. So if you have any of the names I just mentioned, congratulations. Your fantasy league, your fantasy season is going to be spectacular. So let's run through them again. Hurts, Achane, Pollard, McConkey, Williams, Laporta, Pickens, Diggs, Stroud, Loop. Pittsburgh defense, Darnold, Jones, Blue, Downs, Kincaid. You're motherfucking welcome. Man, that was nice to be able to get through that.